Hey, what's going on, guys? I wanted to get into. Oh, I got multiple different screens up here. That was not what I was looking for. All right, I guess we're going with that. That is not the screen I wanted up. All right, let's try this again. All right, so I wanted to go over the Redcon One weekend deal, as I normally do, and let you guys know what that is real quick, and then we'll get everybody in here. All right, there we go. All right, so this weekend's deal, you can get 40% off by using code GET40. And if you spend $50, you're going to get your choice of one of those two free shirts, along with a shaker cup. If you spend $85, you're going to get a 40 serving of Fat Burner Double Tap and a L-carnitine if you spend $85. And then if you spend $95, you're going to get free shipping on all those products. Go ahead and get Cory in here. Okay.
You just gotta relax. Come on in, gotta go with the flow. Don't.
Oh, one other thing I was going to talk about also is Outclass Nutrition. We had them on here last week. Cory and I got to talk with them. They are the second link down in the description box, and they still have their Kickstarter going on where you can go on and help them out. I don't know how close they are to their goal. I want to say they're like a third of the way to their goal. Have until the end of the month to help them out with that. As always, throughout the whole entire video here, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and get those in. We will do a Q&A at the end as well. Right. So, our main person's not even in here yet, so...
You got to do the introductions. You're going to have to talk about everything before they get in, so don't worry about that. Oh, look at that, introductions.
Introductions, so it's me and Cory.
Yeah, so... we met in 2000.
So nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice.
It's not our first time doing this rodeo here.
I like long walks on the beach and ice cream and spicy chicken sandwiches.
Oh, you got to rub that in, don't you?
Oh yeah, every time. Well, stop, dog. Okay, I lost my train of thought.
Long walks on the beach.
Yes, that's what. Hey, what do you got there? What kind of Redcon products is that in the background?
Oh man, they got a whole stack of them over here. That's my last shipment that came in.
Are you just like trying to reach the ceiling?
No, that's that one that's up there. What do I have over here? I got some Total War, Big Noise, Double Tap, Vitamin C, CLA, Henbine, MRE Light. I got all of it. This is my last shipment that hasn't made it into the pantry yet.
Oh my god. How long does it take you to go through all that?
A while.
Really?
What's up, Jeff? Welcome on board tonight. Okay. Yeah, so one thing I was going to mention is I also do giveaways every single month with Redcon One as well. So if you make a purchase, please get a hold of me with either your total before shipping or your order number, and you will get entered into my monthly giveaway, which Jeff actually won my January one. So
I won one before, I think, too.
You win all the time, sir. But and I will. What I do is I will let you pick your free product off of the website, and I will ship it to you. And I'll ship it to anywhere. Ask Jeff. He lives in California, and I shipped it out to him. So. Yeah, nice. Shipping on that was nice. All right. So I guess we'll get going ahead and talking about the Throwdown. And we will get Matt in here whenever he can get in here and join. So, I mean, he was kind of the main person we wanted to talk about it tonight, and we've talked about it a little bit anyways. So about the Throwdown, let's talk about events list first.
Okay.
So 5 events, as most one-day strongman competitions have. Starting off, no particular order, is the Hustle Stone, Yoke, Max Effort Log, Axle Deadlift Ladder, and Atlas Stone Series. Did I miss one? That sounded like 5. Yep. And
have you put any more thought into whether or not you want to compete in this one?
yeah, so I am actually really thinking about it now because our plans might change for travel later in the year. I was looking at doing the competition 2 weeks after the Throwdown. So if I get my brother to compete in this competition, I will obviously not be a judge. I will definitely be competing and training along with my brother. So I'm really trying to get him to do this competition, his first competition. And I think the weights for the novice division would be really good for him for it being his first show. So yeah,
Cool.
I kind of
all signed up.
Yeah. I think right now would be a good time for both of us to get signed up and get into the.
I'm waiting to sign up until you sign up. So I'm holding you accountable.
Sounds good. All right.
No, I think so.
Jules is signed up.
Yep. So what do you think out of those events would be your like special? Like what would be what you're looking forward to the most and looking forward to the least?
Ooh, that's a good question, actually. Honestly, I kind of like all these events. Atlas Stones is going to be really heavy. Honestly, I've never really lifted in competition anything over 300. I've lifted over 300 in my personal gym, but one of the most things I'm probably looking forward to is the Husafell. I've only done it a couple times in competition, and that weight I think would be pretty good for me personally. For heavyweight, it's a 315-pound Husafell. So the yoke weight kind of scares me a little bit. It's about 100 pounds heavier than anything I've done in competition. I've had that weight at my yoke, but that's a pretty heavy.
What was it again?
845 for heavyweight. Log. I'm comfortable with log, so axle I think would those first two would be pretty doable, and then the third one would be a struggle. Oh, and they're off the floor too, so it's not even a wagon wheel, so a little bit more even of it. Oh, I wonder how long they actually been there.
Oh, whoa! What's up?
Oh my god, that's a lot of fucking ugly that just showed up.
Oh my god, Cory,
how much do you deadlift, guy?
Oh man.
Yeah, this is. I knew this was going to start off wonderful.
Bigger on camera.
Did Ashley give you a black eye? What the hell happened? What's going on here?
I fell.
Against the doorknob.
Did you run through another treadmill?
Listen, all right, my cardio habits are mine, and I thought running through the treadmill was breaking a mental barrier, not just a physical one. I thought the motor gave out.
Nobody's ever. That's a one hell of a PR.
Oh,
so what's up, boys?
What's up, man? We wanted to bring you guys on today since you are the guys putting this event together. And there's a couple people watching tonight that are signed up, I know. And two of us sitting at the top of the screen there that are still on the border of whether or not they're going to sign up or give you a hand. So just wanted to get you guys on and talk about it. So tell us a little bit about it and what you guys got planned.
Fair enough. Well, event 2, I guess you guys went over that, but I don't know. This year we were trying to keep everything. We were trying to get a little old school with stuff, and they've been getting kind of, I wouldn't call it elaborate, but we're seeing a lot of medleys, a lot of athletic stuff, which I think is good. But that Husafell stone, we're like, man, how can we make this shitty? But not make it unnecessarily shitty. So we got thinking, we're like, up in Iceland, that stone's laying down flat, right? Mm-hmm. So that's when we decided we're going to lay this thing right down flat. And instead of walking it up and down a lane, we were going to have a a big square, if you will, of mats, to kind of be like the sheep pen up there, up in Iceland, where they actually carry the real stone around it. And I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, to everybody that signed up, maybe they're like, well, it looked kind of light. Let's just light enough to be dangerous. Go ahead and run that thing for a minute and then run that yoke the next event. We thought this shit through. It's like, yeah, we'll see how that goes. And obviously event 2 is the yoke. We're really excited about the log, though, max effort log. We've built a custom log for, I'm not going to say men or women, but for our heavier pressers. I know we do have one guy I've talked to. I don't have this officially yet. I think he's going to try and break the state record.
This is Ashley just showed me. She's doing her homework right now, and this just came up, and it distracted me.
That's where most of your shower time is spent.
That right there, this area right here is what defines your deadlift. Right there. That is the taint. See, if you open to page 17, you'll have a more detailed picture of the taint.
I got Hank Hill syndrome, and I can develop a shitload of weight. Okay?
Well, you also have a great taint. See, that's the trick.
Well,
you have a desirable taint.
You wash it last, so you would know.
Whoa!
Oh, listen here, son. If you wash your taint, you might as well throw it out. Like, there's no point having a. Anyway, this is getting out of hand. Back to the Husselfeld stone.
I feel like we went down the road on wrong turn here, boys. We gotta go.
Viewer discretion advised. This was alcohol induced a little bit.
What is that, Red Bull?
I've never drank a Red Bull in my fucking life.
Watch your mouth. Watch your goddamn mouth. I'm telling you. I'm sorry. It's not gonna happen.
Hashtag cancel Matt. You can't say that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Cancel blocked.
I don't have any excuses, guys. I really don't.
I love you guys. That's all I got to say.
But anyway, back to the log thing, and now that we got the taint explained, I don't know officially yet if there's going to be a record broken. It's been talked about, so we're pretty excited. We're excited about the new log we built. The empty weight is 160 pounds, and we've built custom weights that go actually in the middle of the log. So before we load it with any actual plate weight, if you will, it'll be 215 pounds. And so that's going to be a heavy bastard. It's almost 7 feet long. We haven't decided on the name yet. We're back and forth between the record breaker and the little bastard, because the guy that built it.
Yep.
So, so what we've got is we got a 12-inch log with 13-inch bells out on the end. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's it?
Dented by an antler stone.
Dented it. How's that log, guy?
Yeah.
It was shitty built, man. You can't buy that American built stuff no more.
Yeah, he's got a dent in it. Corey, Ashley said it still ain't working right.
It's a slight kink, all right? It's not that bad. It's like a 83 degrees.
Tomato.
Yeah, there it is.
That's the little bastard.
We're thinking it'll add a little bit of more of a challenge to the record breaker.
Yeah. So actually, we just got, I don't have a picture, but we just got our crash pads in. So our crash pads are 2 foot by 4 foot long. They're 8 inches thick. So it's going to be nice if anybody fails a lift or needs to get out of it quick. It's going to be pretty nice,
Mm-hmm.
So we're happy with that.
Awesome.
But yeah, and then we got that deadlift medley. I think that's going to be a bear. Again, I think it's not awful heavy, but it's heavy enough where when people start pulling that last bar for reps and then going to Atlas stones, and our lowest platform's probably a little low for a competition, but it's a level 1 comp. I think 44 inches is pretty appropriate, but there's going to be a nasty ass stone at that height. You know,
Yeah, that's true.
So
what's the one for the open class?
360.
I don't believe we post it at 360. I don't remember how.
So 310, 330, and 360. I got it pulled up here.
So those weights, okay, those weights are what we think the stones are going to weigh. We have not poured the 360 yet, and you know how that can change. You know, I mean, the mold says one thing, the scale says another. So
But
we're assuming it's going to be
the closer you pour them to the competition, the more accurate your weight is going to be.
Yeah.
Because obviously concrete dries out over time. So
So we're going to want to pour them no more than a month out. We want to make sure they're right. But that and as soon as we know, we'll post it. But shit, unless you weigh those things all the time, you don't know for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It'll dry out, pick up moisture. We'll see what happens.
So we were talking before you guys got on about like what event are you looking forward to the most, and which one are you looking forward to the least? I know you guys ain't competing, so you only have events you're looking forward to the most. So like what's going to be your thing you're going to be watching for at the comp?
As far as what I want to see, or what's going to be the hardest to run?
Probably like what's going to be your favorite thing? Like when you go like, oh man, deadlifts are up next, or like or are you going to look for like the max log? Is it going to be like, oh man, I can't wait for that max log?
Myself, I'm going to say the max log. That's. I think to me that's one of the most basic events in strongman, and to watch these guys and gals, you know, pressing has come so far. To see what they can do is going to be pretty crazy. You got a lot of good athletes already signed up, and some that aren't that should be. You know, we're going to see some big numbers go.
Is he pointing fingers at us?
I may or may not be.
That's going to be fun.
I may or may not be.
I'm hoping it's not going to be a rep fest between a lot of the athletes. I'm hoping there's going to be a lot of close points needed between each of them so that we can see people put it all on the line.
Well, and I think that last deadlift bar and that last stone are probably kind of going to tell the story.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, when we started out with this, the weights were – we started to look at a lot of comps, and I'm probably going to catch some shit for saying this, but I don't really care. I feel like a lot of our local comps are getting too heavy. We can't get, you know, so there's this line right between novice and open, and there's such a jump there. And especially it's for every weight class, it's a big jump. And, you know, it's like in Strongman Corp, we've got a level 1, we got a level 2, and then we have a flat plus. Well, if it's a level 1 show, I felt like our weights should reflect that. You know, we are not a pro-am. We're a level 1. And while we are, we're a national qualifier, our weights need to show that we want to get people in this sport, you know. We want to get people to compete. And, you know, you put a 400-pound stone, a 420-pound stone on that last platform, and I don't know. I think that's going to discourage people, which, we don't want it to be too light, but at the same time, if we don't have new people, new blood coming into the sport, then what are we going to do, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I totally agree. I mean, if you look at this sport where it was 8 years ago when I started, there was one competition in Michigan, and the numbers that showed up to that is what you're getting in each division nowadays. And you got, 6, 7 competitions in Michigan every year now. So it's crazy the way it's growing, and, you know, we all want to see it continue that way as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, the crazy thing is you got like 176 and 198 guys doing weights that the heavyweights used to do.
Oh, right.
You know, back in the day, if you think about it, you know, you get some heavyweight guys that are pressing 350, something like that, but there's a lot of 198 guys and 105 kg guys that press that much.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. You know, if you think about it, you go to nationals, it's something people strive for and want to get to. So if you have, the way I see it, if you have competition so heavy, it's like doing nationals twice. Who wants to do that twice? You know what I mean?
Yep.
You should always have something to want to go, like,
Yeah.
keep you pushing.
You should be working up in weights. I mean, that's where I feel about it.
Like when you PR, do you PR the same number twice? No. You know what I mean?
Well, you hope not anyway. I mean, well,
Yeah.
bullshit for
if you don't train it right, that's how it's going to happen. But
Perfect. All right, so
What you got?
where am I at? I don't know. So,
No?
trophies.
Oh,
You making the trophies again this year?
yeah, we got. I can't really let that info out yet. We've got some stuff kind of sitting on the welding bench right now.
Mocking some stuff up.
Yeah, just kind of getting a look at some things. I don't know. They're
well, what are your guys' thoughts on
yeah.
trophies?
What do you? I mean, we've
Let's
got
hear
ideas.
some input from people that are signed up. What do you guys think would be a cool trophy? Let's see some ideas.
I would be cool with like like 20 grand first place check and then a sponsorship from Rogue.
Right.
To be fair, I mean,
Listen, Cory, that's cool, but you got to put in the work to earn that, bud.
Why? I want it.
he wants the baby and no labor pains, bro. I mean, that's
Yeah. What, dude? We're in America in 2021. I ain't got to work for shit no more. I can just have stuff given to me. I'm waiting for Uncle Joey to send me my stimmy so I can get some more weight equipment.
Listen, I identify as someone that deserves a road sponsorship. I shouldn't have it.
Yeah.
I think we should cancel Rogue just because they haven't sent me a rack, and they haven't sent me a rack because of my privilege.
Canceled. You know what though? I can't even say that.
You know what? I'm financially fluid. I feel like everybody can just give me money. Oh, shit. What do you think, Anthony? What do you think would be a cool trophy?
So I was trying to find the one that you posted last year. Did you put it on Instagram last year?
No,
Just the number. It was just the number one. Yeah.
we just we put bar steel.
I love that.
We're sitting up in Lewiston at Tori's house. She won the
Heavyweight.
women's heavyweight last year.
She should be able to run and grab it real quick.
I can't. You want me to go grab it?
Where is it?
Yeah, just
She's gonna go
You
grab
didn't
it.
see it?
I didn't see it in there. She's gonna go grab it.
Oh my god.
so that was that was something unique. I've never seen anything like that. And have you ever seen? And I can't remember who makes them, but I think it was down at the West Virginia competitions. They make like the stick figures holding like one of the implements that you put in the competition.
Like a yoke or
Yep, something like that.
A lot of them are made of rebar, and like big nuts and bolts and stuff.
Yeah, yep.
Pretty neat trophies, really. Yep.
Yeah, I think something unique like that, other than something just standard from going to the trophy shop. Unique stuff is cool. I mean, how many battle axes do you want hanging around your what?
Look at Big Kev's comment there. Highlight that on the screen.
The bottom one here.
Yeah.
Who is the odds on favorite to win the men's masters at Throwdown? I heard Big Kev. Any truth to this?
Well, I don't know. I mean, there's another guy named Matt that signed up for Masters today. There it is.
Look at that.
Okay, there you go. Yep.
Here we go. There's the number one. That's a 3/4 inch bar or round bar.
I know.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's
I mean, and like I said, I've been putting some stuff together, and it's hard every year because, like, I don't know. I won't order anything. Adam won't order anything. We'll build what we need to for trophies, but I don't know. It's every year. It's kind of.
You know what I think would be kind of cool is if you made a smaller version of this, and you put it inside of like a Husafell stone or something.
Yeah.
You
could build.
You could build
some mini.
Build a little Husafell stone.
Actually, that would be cool as shit. A little like mini Husafell, even if it's not even 3D, even if it's just like a shield.
think you could just make it to where you could set it somewhere and you can, hold stuff in there or
Honestly, I
whatever.
really want to win that one.
But that'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
That would be pretty sweet. You might be able to get me to sign up for that.
Yeah,
can
would you sign up for that Hooterfeld trophy?
So I can guarantee you this. I don't know I can't say yet what the trophies will be, but they will be built in our shop. We won't be ordering anything.
I think that was more of what I was leaning towards. I knew you were going to build something that you do unique stuff. You made the circus dumbbells for the miniature circus dumbbell for the girls, right?
For the pros, yep.
Yeah. Yep.
That's sweet.
So actually, another thing, I don't know how to tag him or anything, but Doug Madewell out of Ohio, he's actually building our Husafel stones for us. He does a hell of a job. He's got a lot of good equipment out there, but that was one thing that we never got into building. I mean, I don't see us getting into them, but that guy, man, he's a crazy son of a gun. Posted a video the other day. I think it was from like 8 years ago. He loaded a 505-pound
Cory,
stone.
you got a power cord?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
he's
Oh, is it?
Low
Yeah.
battery.
crazy, crazy to think about that long ago, I mean, and where the world record was back then. I think even back then the world record was in the mid fives, which probably would have been Brian Shaw, if I'm correct. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so both of our Husafels, and actually we haven't decided on this yet, but we're actually thinking that the Husafel stone, being it's the first event, it shouldn't be overly hot at that point. We might be doing that event outdoors instead of on the competition floor. And not that we
You're good.
we got to get the computer.
Sorry.
That's fine.
All good. You're
Good?
perfect.
You
Yeah,
good?
there we go. We got all the beer cans in there now. But,
Oh, look at these lushes. Holy
not
fuck.
that back the other way. There you go, right
Hey,
there.
what are you doing?
So not that we don't want to have it on the competition floor, but we got thinking, as long as it's not raining outside,
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Help them.
let them carry it in the grass, for Pete's sake, We'll set the course up outside.
I like the idea of having it set up like it is in Scotland, going around the square horse pen. Or
Right.
sheep pen, sorry.
And yeah, not on perfectly level terrain, I mean?
Yep.
It's work,
Well, I'm pretty sure it was Aaron West himself last year that said, man, you can tell when I'm running a yoke because there's a trail through my yard,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, when I'm training for a comp, other than it, like right now it's in the winter, I run it down my driveway. So, and that's dirt. So
right.
it is what it is.
We run on that.
Yeah, mine gets run up and down my driveway, and it's usually the heaviest run is back up towards the garage, and that's up.
You got that incline there, but
Yeah.
that's a bugger.
Yep.
That's a bear.
So yeah, it looks like
Kinda.
speaking of bear, it sounds like BLB is the place to be tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna see Adam here. He's got a heavy deadlift day tomorrow, so I think there
Nice.
might be a number get wrote on the wall. Depends how heavy he pulls.
No, we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Too bad I got my kids tomorrow, else I'd be up there for sure.
You can bring them too. They can deadlift.
They can put it where the weights when we're done.
Oh, they can deadlift, that's for sure.
Yeah, we actually brought a few plates ourselves just because we didn't know who was going to be deadlifting, how heavy, and man, the back of my truck was just going like this on the way up there.
Oh, I bet.
Well, hell, there was 260 pounds and just the two logs in there, let alone all the weights. Well, and then me and Adam aren't the lightest two people in the world either, so.
I thought you were going to talk about just Adam there for a second.
Hey, look, I'm ready to put some weight
There you
back on. I'm competing in 2 weeks, and after that, Fat Matt's coming back.
So your comp that you're doing is in 2 weeks down in Ohio, right?
Yes, yep. Sean Shoemaker's comp. Yep.
How is it looking for that?
Well, I feel pretty good. I got to make a pretty big water cut to get where I want to be. I mean, I feel like we're pretty confident in that. Everything's kind of set where it needs to be, and I wanted to load that stone the other day, and it wasn't. So, as far as that comp's concerned, there was supposed to be a carry and load medley of Atlas stones, and for certain reasons, I think mostly COVID, to condense everything, they changed it. So now it's stone over bar. Well, I was really happy with that because they decided we're going to have a light stone and a heavy stone. And,
Yep.
Like most comps, if you got 10 reps with the light stone and 1 rep with the heavy trumped the light ones.
Yeah.
So if you had 1 rep, that was enough. But at 181 pounds, 340 pounds is a big stone.
That is a big stone.
I thought it was doable. I didn't feel like it was out of line, but we didn't know till we got in there. Cory was there that day, and I just didn't have it in me. So,
You got it
But
off
you're
the floor
back
to the lap,
now.
like so fast, and it was so efficient the way you got it from the floor to your lap. Because I remember when you couldn't even lap you would try your damnedest to get like the 275 or 300 stone.
Right.
And now you just rip that one right off the ground right to your lap.
I think I'm really excited to compete. But, like all of us, we're all on time constraints. And I would have liked to wait a year to compete again. It's already been a year and a half. But the way things were going, Adam's one of my coaches and Nick's the other one. We would all like to waited, but this is when I have time. So I think a year from now we probably would have been in a better spot, but I'm happy with the way the training went. Right now we're just really cleaning things up. There's no more strength for me to gain in the next 2 weeks.
No.
But
All efficiency.
all efficiency now, we're going to be in good shape. I'm happy with it. So, yeah.
Are you still working heavy on your mobility work too?
Absolutely. Yep. Just this morning I spent, 45 minutes out in the gym at home, stretching everything out, rolling everything out. I've never been able to front squat, I guess, appropriately until now. So, a lot of lat mobility, a lot of tricep mobility. Nick has been huge in that area. I think there was a lot of strength there that I just couldn't access. I couldn't get in what I would call a strong position, to press. And he's kind of helped me out with that and just learning. I mean, it's been a lot of learning. And I don't want to quit learning, but, there's a lot to be had yet. I'm not done yet. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I even doing some of the mobility work that you showed me, like loosening my lats up so I can get in a better position on squat. And I've been doing 20 to 30 minutes of mobility every day, just trying to get everything more flexible. And someday maybe I can even do the wrist thing on the front squats like you guys are doing now.
Well, you remember that day you were at the gym? I don't remember. I think it was deadlift day, and you're like, man, a year ago we would have came in here and weights would have been clanging 15 minutes in, and
yeah.
Half hour later we're dripping sweat just putting the barbell on the bar jack.
And already in pain because
we're just pulling 135. So that's a different environment, I guess. But I'm old,
yeah.
So whatever. That's how it's got to work.
Yeah, I told Tony I'm going to sign up for the comp as soon as he signs up. So that's putting all the work on. That's all the
all right.
pressure on him.
Well, yeah, there you go. I like it. We
Cory,
can't.
can I get a beer, please?
Yeah.
We can't say anything right now. We've got some pretty big plans.
Thanks, Don.
Last year, Aaron West and Nick O'Hare did Tony, you were in on that too. I think
I
Jason.
shouldn't have been.
Yep. Got in on the car deadlift, and this year, well, after that,
Two bar
we
kickers.
You're a
decided
great host.
we would have. Can I have one, please?
You want me to?
Oh, God.
We decided we have to have an exhibition lift, and it has. Tony wants to be here too.
You, bud?
Thank you.
Here you go.
There you go.
Then dump it into the PC and send it to me.
Oh, look, it can't form. It must be fluid. You know,
I got water. I'm
You
cool.
know? This is what you call a wireless beer, boys.
It's
Right?
fluid.
Wireless beer. It's Wi-Fi beer.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we talked about that on the podcast 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
What would we see as an exhibition
No idea.
out of these
We never.
really?
events? What would we see? Like, us all go head to head against for fun type of thing. And I can't remember, what did we come up with, Cory?
Keg, the 25-pound keg over the
Oh,
highest
something
bar.
we would like to see for fun eventually is a 25-pound keg for max height.
Yeah. Well,
Cory, did you say
I didn't say it. Tony did.
How about one-handed
I've never-
25-pound keg for height max?
Is minimum 30 feet to start.
whoa, whoa,
Okay.
whoa, with the 30 feet. You're 10 feet tall. That's a disadvantage.
Cory,
Yeah.
damn it.
It ain't my fault the fucking keg drags the ground half the time when you throw it, Matt.
Well,
It goes by height.
don't, I can wing a keg a long ways for a fat guy. You know,
I may be fat, but I can throw things.
yes, you can. So I think so. This is what we can say. Adam and I have been working on something. We can't say it officially yet, but we do know the exhibition lift this year will be a deadlift. As long as it works out the way we're planning, Adam will be involved, which means you're going to see a big ass deadlift. And it's going to be, I guarantee, one that this state has never seen. So it'll be very good. Like I said, I can't confirm that yet. Him and I have been in talks with a company. We'll see what happens.
A Max Jefferson deadlift?
That is a negative.
Why? Because you don't like the bar going in your tank?
Oh my god.
Look,
It's all about the form, and if you can get a good suction when you get the bar up. If you can get the suction, then that's a full lockout. If you're not, you're faking your Jefferson. There's no point in even trying.
Can we just drop him out of here?
Cory,
I'm not running the show.
I'll draw a picture.
Nobody
I'll go get some grains real quick.
in their fucking lower body days like you do. Okay, so that's just not right.
That's how I can rip things off the floor so fast. It's basically almost like a wind speed coming right off there.
You're sucking things off the floor so fast.
Basically, hey man, whatever it takes.
Hey, I think you should try that butt plug thing though.
Whoa!
No,
Oh my.
I'm afraid of the back pressure. Like if you're starting to struggle, you know, you need to start hitching, and all of a sudden you shoot that fucker out. Like everyone's gonna be looking at you.
Is that
Two.
is that for real or is that horse shit? Did somebody really do that?
I'm making shit up as I go. I don't
No,
know.
I'm curious. I saw that on somewhere that somebody was using one of them.
For why?
But not everyone's like that.
No,
Like, what does it train? Does it make your butthole stay
I don't
tighter?
know. I don't know.
I don't. Like, I've had close calls on
All
heavy
right, so
squats.
here's the deal. If you guys find the link to that, don't send it to me.
Send it to me. I'll verify.
All I know is I don't need that. So
It's actually on my OnlyFans. I do a lot of naked dude deadlifts.
it's on your OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Woo!
So how much is it for that video?
That one is $17.39.
Oh,
So
that's
it's on sale right now.
a number. I like it.
Yeah, and I only take Bitcoin.
I only put Bitcoin.
I only take Bitcoin.
That's real good.
Fuck you.
What is
Bitcoin's like
Bitcoin?
45 grand a
It's
share,
how you
buddy.
illegally buy.
Well, I'll take partial
We
payments. in
can't say
Bitcoin.
that word.
Oh, you can't?
PEDs.
Well, so bad.
Canceled.
Yeah, we're canceled. We can't say that on here.
My bad. Sorry, guys.
Oh shit, guys. We're breaking the law.
I miss
Breaking the law.
That should be the song on our exhibition list.
Yeah.
That'd be badass.
Holy fist fuck.
Well, you never know. If they shut the whole state down again, we might be running it illegally again. You never know.
If we do that, we should have like a still going too.
Our comp is happening no matter fucking what.
Yeah, just so we're
did
clear,
last year, so
just so we're clear, like Adam just said, I do not give a damn what mandates are made. This comp will happen at our farm on July 24th. I do not care. It's happening. It does not matter. And that is why we're having it not at a high school gym or an arena or anything else. We will not be told when or where or how. Nothing. Ain't gonna happen. Nope.
well, and not only that, it's the perfect venue for it if you really think about it.
It is. Yep.
Honestly,
I mean,
wait for comp day just to see all the athletes happy and have a good time,
Yep.
work their ass off, and see all their accomplishments come out. It's going to be a good fucking day.
Mhm.
I have one question.
Me and my buddy.
Is there going to be another food truck?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
That's all I need to know.
Did you say food truck?
Yes.
Yeah,
There
there's
will,
food
there
truck.
will
Yeah.
We're one thing we're working on too. So my mom and dad, you guys I'm sure you looked over, they got a pretty big playscape there in their yard. Quintessential farmhouse, I guess, everything for the kids. So this year, Adam and I are trying to get some inflatables lined up for kids. So where the food truck was last
Not
year,
for you, Cory.
not for Cory. So where the food truck was last year,
Maybe a week.
right out from that, we're gonna try and get a big tent put up with picnic tables for people to eat their food, everything else. And then right down from that will be the inflatables for the kids. And it's really cool. After last year, my dad and my brother, they weren't real sure about it. And after last year, they loved it. So because we knew we'd need more parking, we planted wheat all around the home farm. So it'll actually be harvested
Yeah, by the time
the comp happens. And so we'll have about 100 acres of parking there too.
Oh, wow.
So no parking on the road.
Nobody's gonna have to park on the road or worry
Nope.
about that. So.
And actually, this year, I can say this officially, our competition floor will double in size. We are going to be pouring the concrete all the way over to the west end of the barn.
Okay.
So everything will be nice and level, be a nice run for the yokes.
Yeah.
And we're happy with that too. So yeah, things are happening just for the comp, and that's pretty cool. So, yep,
How many people do you have signed up right now?
28.
And that, how many? Because I know you were limiting the novice. How many novice men do you have signed up right now?
Now this is offhand. I got to go back in and check this. I believe 7 or 8. We're right in that area.
Okay. I'm trying to convince my brother right now, who's never competed before, that this would be a perfect one for him to compete his first time.
It definitely would be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yep. I sat right down. He came over to my house and trained with me today, and just trying to convince him right now. I think he would do good. I'm looking at the weights right now. Men's novice axle. He pulled a 355 axle today, and that's about your middle one. So you got that at 385. I think he's got that all day. So I think it would be a good first competition for him.
For sure.
Right.
Well, I think what a lot of people get confused with when it comes to lifting weights and the demographic of people doing it is that it's not a bunch of jerks doing it.
Yeah.
When you come to a strongman comp, you're going to meet the nicest people around, the most humblest people. You're going to get tips. You're going to get help from people. There's nothing but goodness that's going to come from this. So it's not, most people think, a bunch of people lifting weights, it's just a bunch of gnarly animals out there, acting like it's a fucking jungle or something. And it's the total opposite. It's a super good atmosphere. People just show up and have a good time and learn a bunch of stuff. So
Yeah,
I
especially-
encourage all new people to sign up. Doesn't matter.
I think people get pretty concerned whether they can do the weights or not. And I remember the first time Adam and I competed, I zeroed 2 or 3 events.
I zeroed damn near everything.
I
so
mean,
it
whatever.
didn't matter.
Here we are,
But I still had
4 years
fun.
later, and whatever.
And that friendliness of competitors doesn't change anywhere. I mean, I've competed in 7 different states as far as Arizona, and everybody acts the same way everywhere you go. They're all cheering for each other and everything. I mean, is there a couple that are a little grumpy and don't want to talk to people? Yeah, that's usually me. But no, I think what you said is great, and there's always there people to give you advice and tips before you go out there. Hey, you see how that guy's doing that? I recommend doing it this way, type of thing. So yeah, I think it's always a great atmosphere, and I mean, I got friends all over the state now. I mean, some of them travel to different places like you guys. So.
Well, look at every single person right here. Like even this, and like you're at Tori's house. Every one of those met basically through weightlifting or through strongman.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like everything that was built here was just from us competing with each other in the same competitions and kind of standing there waiting for you before you go and go, wait a minute, are you from Cass City? Oh, I'm from Millington. That ain't very far. The next thing you know,
It's funny how the community grows just like that.
Yep.
You make those
Just like
connections.
that.
So back on February 11th, I believe, I rode down to Grand Rapids with my wife. She was taking her NCLEX to be a nurse. And a friend of mine from Big Rapids, his girlfriend's in a medical facility in Grand Rapids. And anyway, I met him at this gym down there, right? And I was telling him about our strongman competition, and it was kind of neat because they're like, we actually heard about that. You guys were the only ones that kept going last year. Everything else got canceled, and we heard about you guys. And I said, yeah, I mean, we didn't have all the competitors we would have liked to, but and I understand that, that I can respect the reasons that some people didn't come. That's okay. But it was nice to hear that even someone 3 hours away knew what was going on. And so I'm at this gym pressing a log, and we had a pretty good time. And I kept looking at this squat rack, kind of it was in the center of the gym, but up against the wall, and it was right in front of their record board. And I could not figure out where the hell I'd seen this before. Whatever. I went through my workout. Turns out it's Ben Pollock's rack. Homeboy squatting like 800 pounds on Instagram. And I couldn't figure out where I'd seen this record board. And it's in all his videos, And I'm like, he trains. I didn't even know he lived in Michigan. Oh yeah, this is where he trains, And I forget what his whatever you call it name is on Instagram, but the guy is just ridiculously strong. And here I am in this warehouse gym in downtown GR, and that's where he trains. I mean, it's weird how you make it to these places and these people you don't even know are in your state are,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if he's a world record holder or not, but geez, oh Pete, the guy's ridiculous, But just running into people like that, it's crazy how you make those connections. But yeah, now here we are 2.5 hours north of home, just so we can pick up heavy shit. Oh yeah, PH deadlift. Nick's got it. Yep. What the hell is that called? What's somebody's name on Instagram called?
Handle.
Their
Your
handle.
handle.
Your handle. Thanks for getting me on that one, fuckers.
Oh, I was gonna leave you hanging. No
Thanks.
problem.
I said it, but I didn't want
What
to
is that?
interrupt.
Handle what?
It's the handle.
That's
You know, it's just
what-
like a CB handle. Like if you have a CB, you have a handle.
Handle on a frying pan. I don't
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
It's a fucking handle.
It's your handle.
handles are there for fucking
Locks and legs. It's my handle.
doors and shit. Like,
I am the world's fattest lightweight. I am going to post a video after I step off that scale, and I'm going to wiggle all around so everybody can
What the
see me
fuck?
jiggle at 181 pounds.
handle. That shit makes no fucking
No,
sense.
it's like a trucker. Like
It doesn't
a
have
How about username?
Okay, fine.
username and password. I forget mine all the time.
What the fuck's my mom's maiden name? Oh my god.
You want to know what I'm trying to figure out? Who's
go to
shit
high
my
school.
pants?
Yeah, exactly. That's for 30 plus.
Cory, seriously, do you have a black eye?
No, see, it's just god damn, that's bright now. No, for some reason I thought I just looked like trash today, so I figured I'd throw a hat on, and then the hat looked dumb, so then I threw the suit sunglasses on, and those looked dumb, so then he started the podcast.
You look like you should be sitting on a lawnmower or something.
I look like fucking Easy E right now, buddy.
No, you look like a 6 foot.
Cruising down the street in my 6 foot.
You look like holy fuck.
Doesn't he?
What?
Here comes the rooster. Oh yeah!
You fucking shitbird. All right.
Don't bring it here. Don't bring it here, guys.
Not up north. No.
Not up north.
We are fucking happy up here.
That's right.
Okay.
Happy,
Up north cabin.
fat,
I-
happy. We're not hungry. We're gonna cook. I got some steak in the sink.
I want some.
We're gonna.
Man,
Listen, we're up north. We don't have pizza.
We tried to order pizza. They're like, we're not bringing you that.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't have
Yeah.
delivery in the middle of nowhere. I found out a lot.
No, they do, but the kitchen was closed.
And
And
GPS don't work with all the fucking trees around.
no, that works. It's the cell phone.
You know what it's like
No, we
trying to
don't.
get a Sasquatch to deliver you a fucking pizza?
Yeah, I would love that.
Holy shit.
Jim, there was the what the fuck's the name of that beef jerky? Jim Links or whatever. Jack
Yeah,
Links.
Yeah.
Messing with Sasquatch.
it's like Cory after, like before he shaves. That's what Sasquatch.
Dude, I look. So I shaved
that's like a
actually.
5-month growth right there.
Dude, this right here, I look like the Unabomber. Like I'm starting to like. I look like a creepy kid that sits on the. Yeah, go ahead. You can.
Why do you put a fucking hat
You
on?
need-
Oh, I was trying
I got
to
that.
figure out what was on your face, man.
Yeah, I got the prison pussy going on right now.
Oh god.
Come on, man.
You got the ball warmers growing in pretty good, don't you?
I got a patch right here. If you kind of look, it's.
Oh my
I
God,
wish my beard would come in.
Wow.
It's getting.
I wish my beard comes in about as good as your fucking hair. Patchy at best.
These guys.
Ooh.
You know, it's funny. The more BCAAs I take, the more goes away. I don't know. Whatever. It
Yeah.
happens.
Blame it on the vitamins.
Oh, I gotta
Holy
stop taking
fuck.
those,
Right?
That men's one-a-days are really screwing me over.
Matt had an afro
I was
before
gonna
he
get-
started taking men's one-a-days.
Holy
No. Damn creatine got me again.
You couldn't tell the difference between Matt and Bob Ross, and then he started taking one-a-days.
Oh.
And then now he lost his hair.
Happy little bush over
Yeah,
here.
men's one-a-day, and now I'm like, yeah, there's a happy.
He's a happy treat.
You guys,
He's a
this
little
is
friend in the
super off
corner.
subject. You know, my younger brother got me watching Walker Texas Ranger again.
I love Walker
I
Texas Ranger.
love that show. He's always like, you know what I mean, Trevette? You know, you're serious all the time. I don't know if I like that, Trevette. I don't know, CT.
You ever notice how he
Yeah.
walks in and breaks forearms?
Yeah,
And it's okay.
he just kicking
Yeah.
someone's
It's okay.
ass. I
It's
was
fine.
watching the other day, beat the shit out of 4 people at a wedding. You know?
didn't even ask
I was
one
like, I
question
did
first.
not
No,
know.
dude.
One question.
Beat all their asses, and then he's like, all right, now we need to talk. Yep.
I love when he would jump and start to do the roundhouse, and then it would show another camera angle of him starting over and doing the roundhouse, and then it would go back to the other angle again, and then him finishing the kick. Like that right there, like that was my childhood.
That was 90s Disney shit, boys. That's
Actually,
what that was.
Actually, I got a video for Tony to play. Oh, he can't play. You can't hear sound.
Write
For
that
a YouTube
down.
video.
90s Disney shit.
So, what's going on with Redcon 1? Are you going to have stuff set up a booth down there or anything, or what?
If you guys are interested, I can look into it for sure.
Always.
Hell yeah.
That's my
Yeah, the samples you brought last year were badass.
Yeah, those were custom made by myself since they didn't show up on time.
Go for it.
Man, I was so bummed about that too. I mean, I was like, you put all that, but shit. Hopefully this year, things are calmed down with the mail and everything. You get everything in like you want to,
I think it was a lack of communication on somebody else's behalf, but yeah, I don't know. I'll definitely plan ahead a little bit further this time. And if it's not me setting it up, I'll have somebody working to setting something up there. Because if I'm going to be competing, I'm not going to have time to.
I think that'd be
absolutely.
That'd be an awesome addition.
So we started thinking about that in I'm going to say probably the east side of the barn. I know we've been talking to a couple people, nothing confirmed yet.
I'm super
Talking to a couple vendors about getting in there and obviously products geared towards the sport and what our athletes would need. You know what I mean? We're talking with one company right now. I don't have any of this confirmed, but we're hoping to get a company up with some knee sleeves, wrist wraps, belts, stuff like that. Smaller company, which is what we're about. You got to start looking out for the people up and coming. So,
What the hell are you laughing at?
I'm confused as you are, bud. Yeah, I can
He probably
definitely
just turned his front camera on.
start shooting some emails now, getting that lined up, and I mean, if it's not.
Yeah, same.
If it's even if they don't send me samples, I can still get something set up there.
right.
I just think it'd be a good idea to get the name out there a little bit more. I mean, a lot of top brand athletes use it, so why not?
Sure.
Spread the word,
Sure.
right?
Yeah, especially if you use the discount code for Tony, you get so many % off of your order, and they usually and Tony does, like you said, the giveaway. So if you buy something from the booth, let them go for it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So usually there's always something going on every single weekend. So like this weekend, there's 40% off. Using the code of GET40, spend $50, you get a free shirt and a shaker. Spend $85, you get a free L-carnitine and a free double tap fat burner and free shipping when you spend $95. And then I actually already got one person since we started this podcast to make an order tonight. So
Good
yeah,
deal.
the link is in the top of the description of all of my videos, along with on my Instagram and anywhere else I post stuff. So Nick wants to know, are we going to have an eating contest?
Only with
Nick,
Lady Gaga.
It's
okay?
not-
I will challenge Nick to the Oreo contest.
Oh, how about hot dogs?
No. That's
You can only do hot dogs if you can't use your hands.
Chili
listen.
cheese tray.
I can't guarantee an eating contest.
Fuck yeah, we can.
Fuck yeah, we can. It's settled officially. He can officially say there is now an eating contest.
Why not?
Okay, so listen. And Adam and I are big fans, right, of Trailer Park Boys. So I think if we have an eating contest, it needs to be cheeseburgers. We need to have a cheeseburger picnic. We're gonna have a cheeseburger picnic.
That way, after the lift, you can sit there and look at me, and I'll be like, "What you staring at my cup for?"
Yeah. So in reply to Nick O'Hare, and are we gonna have an eating contest? Yes. The answer is yes.
Yeah.
And after Nick presses a 350 log, we're gonna be looking for 10 cheeseburgers. We're gonna be looking for
like
a consumption of
Yeah.
10
No,
cheeseburgers from
literally
Nick.
How about this? He can only compete in the eating
No.
contest if he presses a 350
It was
ball.
like $75.
That's fair.
Right.
That's fair.
No.
Well,
That's these fair.
Nick, we decided your third attempt. 350.
Yeah. Did it go back
And then
to
you have to
sleep.
eat 10 cheeseburgers.
Yeah, he
With
does.
and the shorts can be no longer than a minute or than 4 inches in length. So I know Nick loves his special shorts.
I haven't seen anything in the rule book about that, but I mean, whatever you think.
Easy.
Like it.
Hey, Nick set up. Did he buy his ticket?
Oh yeah.
Is Nick in? Okay,
Yeah, he's
cool.
in. Yep.
Nick, where?
All in. Yeah, I gotta.
Nick,
Cody, you gotta set it up.
all in. All right, good. I was gonna say, are we talking about the log or the 10 cheeseburgers?
I think he's I think he's stuck on the hot dogs, no lips.
Outstanding.
Bobbing for hot dogs, baby. I bet you I could only do it about in a minute, probably 30 or 40. No big deal.
I gotta. You know, I see Nick on here. I got to give him a lot of credit too. You know, Nick, Adam here is one of my coaches. Nick is the other one, and between these two guys, man, I've come a long way just in the last 3 or 4 months. Nick has been a huge help, just basically teaching me how to press. And you know, I think
That's for
he's
sure.
I think he's planning on doing some things with coaching. I'll let him elaborate on that, but I can tell you, I'm about to compete in 2 weeks, and I'll just let that show what happens when you work with him on that. So it's been a pretty good experience. Been great to learn, and I mean, we're not done yet. 2021 is going to be a pretty fun year. So
Well,
Yep.
definitely notes of stuff. So
yep, a lot of credit given
Not
there.
going to steer you in the wrong direction. That's for sure.
Nope,
I think we should have him on as our next guest.
I think so.
We've been talking about it. It's definitely going to happen for sure.
Yeah, and I see he just got his ISSA certification too, so
Maybe
he's,
we should
he's officially certified and everything now. So that's pretty
maybe
cool.
we should do an online eating contest. Maybe on a
Zoom in.
Very good podcast.
I'm
Well, I
about
think
to
you're
cook,
thinking about
I'm
it now,
about to cook a
food.
cheeseburger.
not tonight because we can't get a pizza in the fucking woods here. But maybe a different.
A pizza in the woods.
No delivery guy.
No,
on the stick.
Oh
Sorry, guys.
shit!
Yeah.
You get spinach dip and fucking wheat thins. And beef salt.
How about
Yes,
pork chop in a can? I think that's gonna work tonight.
I'm pretty sure we're almost out of pork chops. But
Look at that. Hashtag WFLW, baby.
world's fattest lightweight
Oh,
right here.
nice! Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easier when you have a good student.
Well, I don't know if I'm a good student. I have an attitude sometimes.
Andy likes to sleep with the teacher after a while, so Nick, you gotta watch out for
Maybe you're
that.
not washing the taint right.
Look,
Maybe that's what
Nick's
it
a
is.
bristly man. I'm not going to say I haven't looked once or twice, but I try to keep it professional.
Do you not compliment his shorts enough? That must be what it is.
I have no comment.
No hashtag, no comment. I played
Maybe
the fifth.
show up to the gym with Oreos. That will keep him happy.
I will say, though, every time
Shorts
Nick
now.
trains at our
Really?
gym, there's a certain
No
person.
shit.
I'm not going to say her name that isn't there,
You're gonna wear mine.
but she's awful irritated because we never tell her when he's coming, and she's like,
Excuse me.
you know, it's got a lot to do with the
No,
shorts, I
where's
think.
the shorts?
It is.
Yeah.
Like I could see Nick. You know those TikTok pants that the girls wear?
Well,
Like if they had a version of that for guys, like the men's spandex, I can see Nick wearing those. But just for performance, not for any. You don't. No one cares about the bulges or anything. It's all about performance.
You know, I'm just gonna say it. I don't look worth a shit in Ray-Ban shorts, but it's like having a knee sleeve on your hips. I'm gonna keep wearing them. Whatever.
really?
It is what it is.
They definitely make a difference.
It makes a big difference.
If anybody hasn't tried them,
So,
Or
pants,
neoprene shorts in general. I mean,
warm pants
whatever.
make a difference.
Yep.
Whether it's
Mhm.
Cerberus,
and
Ray-Ban,
that's all.
We got about every pair.
Evolution
Oh, yeah.
Athletic,
Yep.
they
They're
make
all
a difference.
pretty good.
But honestly,
Yeah.
I don't have the Cerberus.
So Nick, I'm not saying I can help you out with a discount code.
Those are too long.
The women's ones?
I don't think that would fit around my leg. I don't know.
They hug the curves better. The women's shorts.
Well,
I don't know if it's legal for me to do this or not, but I did get a set of the Cerberus shorts. They're pretty nice. They work well. I have the Evolution Athletics, Ray-Bans, and Cerberus, and I'd have to say Ray-Bans are my favorite. But I mean, they're all
the
pretty
Ray-Ban
nice.
Classic Blues.
Yeah,
are
they're
legit.
they're
We have the New Age. We have the Evolution Athletics. Personally, the Royal Blue Ray-Bans are
you can't
the
beat
best secure fitting ones,
them. Those are nice.
in our opinion, anyway. But
I mean, the other ones are nice. but-
nonetheless, they all do their job.
Yep, they're all nice.
Yeah, I want to get a pair of either the Cerberus ones or the Ray-Bans ones because I've been wanting to try those warm shorts. If you bring them, he'll wear them. You got to see it, Tony. Yeah, that's what. So like that's what I was looking into because I noticed you guys wear them all the time. Matt, you wear them for everything. You always have them on.
They'll make a difference.
They do make it is. I mean, when I said it's like wearing a knee sleeve on your hips, it's that true. Like I don't know, whatever. I guess if I was worried about how I looked, I might be in a different sport. So,
Yeah.
I just want to do good or perform good, I guess I should say. But yeah, I really don't. There's really a day I don't think a day I don't wear them unless I'm just going for a run or something. But I don't do that a lot. I mean, it happens anymore. So
Yeah, that shit's bad for you. I heard that it breaks down all your muscles.
lightweights do run. When they're as fast as I am.
As much as it makes me want to puke, lightweights do run.
Yeah. Rip. I'd rather do the.
We've been taking it easy on the conditioning because
his weight cut's at the end. So.
I kind of met my goal a couple weeks early, so we're trying to figure out how to slow this down because my weight's kind of diving under where I wanted to water cut from. So I'm a little nervous about that. I've never been this light ever, just walking around. So we'll see what happens, I guess. But I've drank about 8 beers tonight, so hopefully that puts some calories on me. We drank a lot of beer. I gotta say, hats off to Bud Light Platinum because these are some potent bastards, and wherever my metabolism is right now, it is running them through.
The worst part is how
They're
smooth
wonderful.
these little bastards
They are. They're dangerous.
Jesus, it's like biting into
We've
a
been
fresh,
through about,
crispy donut.
3 boxes of wheat thin crackers.
I don't know. Not
We've
enough.
emptied out a bucket of spinach dip. We tried ordering pizza. I got steak thawing out in the sink because we're running out of food. It's getting out of hand around here.
Our metabolism is suffering. So
My metabolism, I don't even know.
look at this. It's crumbs.
Yeah.
Guys, it's crumbs.
Look at that.
No,
The struggle is real.
we found a bag of chips. We haven't
Fuck.
started on these yet.
Look at these. Look at how healthy these
Oh
are.
my gosh!
What the fuck are those?
They're so healthy. They're in a brown bag. That's how you know they're fucking healthy.
Hey man,
Nothing healthy ever comes in a white bag.
that's fucking
Says
ugly.
Frito-Lay.
White privilege.
I want pizza. Okay,
Listen up, North, you're not getting it.
that's not gonna cut
Let it go.
Nick had a Nick's version of cardio is more like my version of cardio.
That is insane. I'll tell you what, Nick and I went through a workout.
Only one jerk. That's it.
Yeah. Weak. You need to pump those numbers up, son.
Yeah, well, let's see what weight he's doing it at because
Yeah.
over my max is what it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 20 minutes of no matter what. That's 3 lifts every 20 minutes or every minute.
I didn't fucking read it.
Well,
Jesus.
you want,
Sorry.
you want me to spell it out for you?
My bad.
Okay.
Okay, I saw that part, but I thought he said something after.
Yeah, but
No.
like I said, he's not. I'd hate to see what the weight is on that because I guarantee it's nasty.
I did just like a high volume squat day today. I did 4 sets of 10 with 315, and that was not fun on the end of the flat or on the 4 set.
You can smile and say
So,
hi. This
Cory,
is Cory, the
Cory
heavyweight.
right now
Hello.
is the one that holds the trophy for the heavyweight women. She's already signed up for 2021. So
I signed up for that bitch at 12:05.
yes.
Oh,
I
and,
set my alarm.
and listen, if she don't win, she loses last year's trophy.
That's not true.
Just so you know. So
The
Stop
stakes
it.
are high.
stakes are on the line.
Grill. They're on the grill.
A 6x2 at 210. I don't even want to know what the other one was. Please don't. Because I already hate myself after reading that number. Come on now.
Nick, you're the Dave Panko to Matt Little.
Yes.
That's true. That is very
Stop.
true.
Holy shit. Oh, God.
It's okay.
Just
right.
All I know is I hope Nick's ready to get done. Okay,
Yeah.
That's all.
Yep.
That's all.
Yep.
Just get ready.
I'll be honest with you on a personal level, as far as the throwdown is concerned, I am so excited to see the max law. Like it blows my mind what some of these guys and gals are capable of, especially at their body weight. The weight that goes over their head is amazing.
It's going to be phenomenal. I think we're going to see,
Yep.
Hopefully there's some women that step up and hit some big numbers. It's going to be pretty gnarly.
Yep.
I think we got some contenders that's going to do it. So,
Yep.
I know that's what I'm looking forward to. Been training a lot for, and now switching up coaches and stuff. I'm hoping that will push the extra thing that I need. I want to be closer to a 400 log than I do a 300. Like
Right.
I'd be happy with anything over 350. Like that's like my goal that I'm shooting for.
Well, it's like you cross that line. There's something mentally that happens there when you are closer to that end goal. I'm with you on that.
That's one thing I noticed too with the log. Like no matter how much you train it, once you get over like 270 pounds on it, like it never feels light after that. Even if you're doing whatever, it always feels heavy. So even on a good day, like that's what my next goal is to press press 275.
there you go.
That right there, I've been trying that. I haven't tried it yet, but I've been working towards that. I got another 6 weeks before I try that. But that's going to be a big milestone, just being able to strict press. Even just strict press 300 will be awesome.
Well, that's where your efficiency is going to come into play.
Mm.
Just like anything else. The first time you ever squatted 405 pounds. First time you ever deadlifted 500 pounds. You always got to take steps. And overhead's the same way. But the thing is, like with overhead, though, like
You have a great chance of death if you screw up.
well, the hard thing is that your body is telling you everything to not do what you have to do to press it.
Yeah.
That's you gotta that's the gnarliest part.
Well, like you were saying, Matt, where it was make your body like an X. Like I never thought of it like that before, to where you have your leg just as wide as your shoulder or your arm. So the more that your stability. Like I never thought of it like that before, but that's 100% right. Just having that good X shape to be able to have the stability to press something, whether you're doing a push press or a snatch or whatever you're doing.
I'm not saying that's gospel, but I mean, we're not all built the same. Our mechanics aren't all the same, but it seems to be when you watch some of the bigger pressers out there, that is what you see, especially on an axle, clean and press that. It is that, I guess, X shape. But, one of the things that I learned, working with Nick early on, he told me, he said, Matt, you're strong enough to press some of this stuff, but he said, you got to you got to learn that you can do it.
Right.
You got to be able to get that weight up there and be confident, dropping underneath it, if you will, and pressing it. And there's some truth to that. Like you said, you think about when you go to put something over your head, it's going to fall on you. And it sometimes when you're not confident with that weight And not that it feels heavy on your chest or on your shoulders, but when you go to press that weight, you're thinking, wow, I weigh this much and this is how much this implement weighs. What am I doing? Like, why would I do something like this?
Mm-hmm.
And, little by little, every 5 pounds, it gets better. And you learn that you can handle that weight. And, I don't know where I'm going to end up here at the end of this year. I think Nick's got a pretty good idea, but I hope it's right. But, we've been working a lot at that confidence thing, and it is a big deal. You got to trust yourself. You got to trust your instincts. And, we're even to a point right now where he's got to kind of wear me down a little bit so I don't think about it too much, And so that's coming along, but I don't know. You have a goal, you'll meet it. I promise you that. You just got to – it sounds cliche and stupid, but you got to believe you can do it. If you don't, you'll never drop under that weight.
It's even just like in Tony's situation where you're coming out of an injury, like unless it's hard for yourself to be like, okay, I had a groin injury, it's going to hurt when I squat. So I'm afraid you kind of have like a fear in your head you don't want to re-injure yourself. So you don't push yourself. That's what having a coach there. The coach is like, all right, I've seen your form. Like, I know you got this. Just try, 300, try it. And just see, even if you have to dump it, then that's fine. But maybe you can get it, and it's all in your head. It's just saying like, "Oh shit, I don't want to re-hurt myself" or something like that. It's just more of like someone just saying like, "Get the fuck underneath that bar and lift it," and then you don't have time to think about it.
It's funny when you come to terms with aspects of overhead or below your waist.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say because a lot of people advance their deadlifting so heavy, or let's say even squat when it's on your back. The weight is so much greater than your body weight. But when it comes to overhead press, it's hard for most people to even press their body weight over their head or even exceed over that. Because it's just, I think a lot of it is, for one, when you try to push it over your head, your body is telling you, no, that's not how it works.
It's not natural.
It's a vulnerable area.
It's like a bench press. It's just not natural. Not often are you laying perfectly and pushing something over your chest. Like your body mechanics are not built to hold over, especially people that like don't have shoulder mobility, or shoulder injuries.
And I think gravity and height and stuff comes into play with that, because people can deadlift 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times their body weight from the ground. But there's nobody out there that deadlift or overhead press 3, 4, 5, 6 times over their head.
Yeah, well, Zadrunas probably could if he really set his mind to it, and he could probably throw it. Like, I think there was a thing on Instagram or something they were talking about. They were interviewing different strongmen, and they were talking to Zadrunas, and the one he said, "What if you think that you were healthy, like in your prime? What could you do an overhead of?" And it was 278, 565 pounds. He's like, I think I could have did a 565 log if I was really training for it. And I was just like, a 560 pound log. Just thinking of that weight. Like, and he just said it like, yeah, I think I probably could have did that.
Luke Stoltman's chasing his record right now, and just the sheer strength it takes to clean that.
Yeah.
I mean, my goodness. That's impressive.
Yeah, and look at, Kearney got hurt just trying.
Right.
I think he was only going for 500, so not even the record.
That's what people don't understand, I think, is when you make strides in overhead press, you got to kind of just be happy with what you walk away with.
Yeah.
You really can't rush it. I think you just, if you have a good day and you walk away with 10 pounds more than you did before, that's great, but I just think it's a hard thing to progress on consistently, because it's just something your body is not naturally going to get better at. You have to force yourself to get better at it.
Well, that's another thing I talk about a lot too. Is like a lot of people think that overhead press is just your arms and shoulders and chest. And I'm like, look, there's another thing. If you think about it, like doing a regular pull up, most people can't even do a regular pull up. They don't have the back strength or the upper back or body strength or any of that stuff. Just do a regular pull up. So if you can't even do a pull up, you're not going to turn around and be able to press 300 pounds over your head. You know, a lot of people neglect pull ups. I think that's like one of the best exercises. Is just get to where you can do 1, 2, and then work your way up to be doing sets of 5 or whatever. But pull-ups are a great thing that I worked a lot on because I've always wanted to do pull-ups.
Right. Well, that's a very hard movement, especially for
a fat guy,
heavyweights or the super heavyweights. You know, when it comes in terms to weight being lifted as in size of body size, you know, you got people that weigh 350 pounds, you know, lifting 100 pounds over their body weight, and it's like, oh, that's great. But then now the weights are so out of hand. In my eyes, I think you got 175 or 176 people lifting 60, 80 pounds less than the super heavyweights.
Yeah.
I mean, like how does that compensate, you know? As in terms of like body weight mass ratio.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense to me. You know?
Well, the worst part too is like you said, like the 198 class is doing like 50 pounds less. So then everyone's like, well, the heavyweights should be able to do more, but it like doing the formula. So like the 198s are doing like 2.5 times their body weight, basically. So what's 2.5? Like if you weigh 300. What's your log going to be? 2.5 times your body weight in log? So what is that? 600-pound log for reps?
Like 700, like a 600, 700-pound log?
I can't.
No, that's not how it works.
Yeah, so I think that's kind of the payoff for people that drop weight to go to a lower weight class.
For sure.
Like, yeah, that's gonna be your struggle is getting up there into the heavier weights, but it's like they can't do that all across the board. You know, they just can't make every single lift double your body weight. Same thing as like doing like an the Atlas hold or whatever it's called. It's like that's why it's just a fixed weight, and it's all about how long you can keep your hand closed. They don't increase the weight. You know, well, some of them do, but it's all about just dexterity at that point.
Yep,
grip strength.
What I think a lot of people have a problem with too is like weight cuts and different weight classes and stuff like that. Especially if you're a younger athlete. People are afraid to grow. You know, like, yeah, you might be walking around at 190, but who's to say at 198 you might just not be phenomenal in that weight class, you know? So people don't want to keep going and push themselves to the limits to see what they can do, especially if they're a younger athlete. I say go for it.
Yeah.
What do you have to lose? You know?
Well, I think, I watched an interview with Dan Green, and he is probably one of the best power lifters, in my opinion, to ever walk the earth. And he said, if I wouldn't have given myself the opportunity to grow, to gain weight, he said I never would have accomplished what I did, And Dan Green was probably one of the best 220s that has ever been seen. Right there with Duffin and all those guys, they were amazing. And, like we got a young guy training with us right now, and he's 17 years old, and he's a hell of an athlete, in a few different sports. And we try to tell him, he's creeping up on 18 years old. He's got a couple months here. And it's like, man, don't worry about cutting the weight. Like Adam said, let yourself grow. Let your body do what it's going to do, And, I got to give the kid credit. He wants to win. But, and that's cool. You got to drive. But let what's going to happen. Because he doesn't have that data yet. He doesn't know how good he can be from 190 pounds to 200 pounds, or even 205 pounds. Right. It doesn't mean he needs
from
to be
186 to 198. That's a big difference.
Yep.
At that age.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're trying to tell him, hey, you don't have to go eat Burger King every day, but let's make some good choices and kind of see where it goes from there. So we're excited to see what he does. He hasn't signed up for the Throwdown yet. I don't know if he's gonna. He's
gonna.
I think he will.
His ass is signing up.
We'll see. We'll see what he does.
Even if I gotta pay for it, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Well, shit. In that case, I'm signing up if you're paying for it, Adam.
Honorary member of the shop.
He said you got to be an honorary member of the shop.
Oh,
I think,
That's
Tony, you got to get out there and get your name on the wall.
I gotta get over to your new gym. I gotta get over to Matt's place. I gotta get my traveling in.
You gotta. Oh, you're finally slowing down at work, and you're gonna be able to.
Maybe April, maybe March. Maybe.
Fucking
maybe
this guy.
I-
So since December, I was always like, so what? Are you working next month? He's like this was like December 20th. He's like, I'm not doing nothing February 7th. I'm like, I was talking like Saturday, but
Yeah. So this is my first weekend I've had off that I haven't had to take vacation since November.
Holy
No joke. We're 3 months, just into the third month this year, and I got just under 200 hours overtime already. So yeah, it's been a good year.
That sounds like too much horse shit.
But without the horse shit.
Well,
You need one?
No, I'm good.
yeah, I'll take one. Thanks, pal.
No, I drink
And sometimes
I
when
drink
you're in a
like
weight
twice a
cut,
year.
Bud Light Platinum is what you gotta have.
Should
Well,
those
yeah.
be Mick Ultras?
I got some La Croix.
Oh my God! Did you grow a vagina?
We're actually thinking about mixing up some liquor drinks now. I feel like
You guys can fucking have liquor drinks.
We got Tito's.
tequila.
More like shit.
When Adam drinks tequila, his clothes fall off.
Oh,
Get
Adam, please drink some tequila on camera.
out of hand.
you gotta go to my OnlyFans for that motherfucker.
Link in description.
Let me check and see if I have enough.
all of our OnlyFans are in the
You
description.
realize I'm
It's
supposed
not.
to press heavy tomorrow. This guy's supposed to deadlift heavy tomorrow. And we're
Listen,
24 beers deep between the two of us.
The only fucking thing Adam's pulling
But you
tomorrow
want
is
to know, I've hit some of the biggest PRs have I not in my life hungover.
that's what I told Tori earlier.
Yeah, nobody believes
She's
it.
like-
It's like
she's
it
like,
gives you a drive to
You're supposed
succeed
deadlift
because
heavy
you're like
tomorrow. I said I've watched
Man, I
Matt
feel
pull
like
PRs out of his ass hungover. So
numerous times, consistently pull PRs
if he
out.
can do it, I can do
Yeah.
it. So I'm not going for a PR.
I'm
It's
just a fat
heavy
guy.
day.
I'm just an old fat guy. That's all I am.
Just a heavy day, so I'm thinking like 405.
Yeah.
You know?
Adam's gonna pull a solid 4 plates tomorrow.
You guys, I have apple pie from like 2015.
Is
I'm
that
on the way.
we got liquor coming out from 2015.
Apple pie from 2015.
I know.
That means it's going to be extra delicious.
Let's take the poll. Come on. What do the people say?
I bet you the cinnamon sticks are dissolved.
It seems fine. You haven't opened the jar yet.
There might be a little dust on the
Yeah,
bottle.
there's fog coming up from the basement door, but it seems fine.
It's a little hard.
What the fuck is
That
this?
is,
Oh
what
my!
the, that is a dark. Is that an actual apple
So-
pie in a
So
jar?
like I said, the cinnamon sticks are dissolved.
What cinnamon sticks? There's no fucking cinnamon sticks.
Exactly.
Crank that, soldier boy. Open it.
It's halfway open, honestly.
Crack it open.
Here we go.
Fishy.
Yep, never been open.
That's going to be.
Whoever got that shit from the vineyard. You know what I'm saying? Uh-huh.
I just came from the
Only in the woods you get this kind of shit.
Oh boy. Here we
Actually,
go.
That looks really good.
That smells
That looks cinnamon to me.
like pure gasoline.
Cory, tell your wife I said hi.
Oh, Adam
I
said
can't
hi.
hear anything.
Oh.
Hi, Adam.
I know you can't hear anything. Cory's a dipshit. I know.
Is it bad?
Yeah, I can't hear anything. I got sunglasses on.
You take his fucking sunglasses off.
What we got there?
Is it, what is
Can you grab
that?
my
Raffle?
can you grab me my bottle of whiskey and a Coke?
Oh, now
I'll
we're
have
gonna-
a drink. I'm gonna have a whiskey since we're all celebrating. I haven't drank since the
Glenn,
Super
you
Bowl.
want to know what I'm celebrating?
All right, come on.
Yeah.
You guys.
Oh, fucking hold you! What the fuck are you cheersing me for? I have nothing in my hand.
That's not my fault.
I'm waiting.
Here.
Corey,
Don't bring it here.
Corey,
Hold on. Watch this. Watch this.
Corey's the one that fucks up one car parade.
Watch this.
Well, watch what?
Is that
I'm
you?
doing
with
I'm
the
like
parade
Thor.
Are you? That's what he just said.
I gotta get warmed up first.
Free
Here.
bottle of alcohol.
Are you still worthy? Are you
Hold
still
on, we're gonna find out.
Come on,
We're gonna
Bubba.
see.
Time for bed. Come on. Timber.
Hold on, we're still waiting. We're still waiting to see if I'm worthy. All right, here we go.
sometimes
You must be.
Look at that, worthy.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah, there we go. Here's the fucking cheers now,
Okay.
Tony, now we can cheers.
Oh, I just drank all my chaser though.
Oh, don't worry about it. Tink.
I'll drink with you again. It's only been about 15.
Wow.
No.
That is a spicy meatball.
Are you trying?
2015.
Yeah.
I think we need to run that through some
It's,
cheesecloth.
it's probably good.
Did you guys? You didn't open it?
Pauline.
I still can't smell anything.
Has anybody tried it?
Oh, he has a vid.
Chug it.
Is that why
Hey.
you
You,
can't smell
you
it?
have the Roner. We should be
Treat-
social distancing.
Hey, you know what? Cola can fucking suck my left nut.
I love how Tony's face went from like, yee. Yikes.
As it's hanging on to the right.
Yeah, we
Oh, that's fine.
there goes our fucking family
All
friendly
right,
video.
now that you we got some whiskey in you there, Corey, let's get into your good Q&As.
All right, I got this.
You guys drink that? Would you guys drink that?
What
That bottle would have been inside me already.
I don't pour it. I like
Which
that.
end would it be in, Cory?
You don't need to know. Don't ask and tell.
Would that go in?
All right. So here we go, Adam.
I got to get a toothbrush. Can we share?
I left my air mattress in the car.
Well, good luck walking on the fucking ice.
I'm gonna sleep on
I'm sleeping on the couch.
that fucker. 16 feet.
You want to
long.
be my color buddy?
No. No.
It's okay.
Remember, record it.
Oh,
No,
okay.
so it's
What-
Q&A time. So I got questions for you, Adam.
Oh fuck.
First fucking question. How much horsepower does it add to wear your all blue outfit?
I'd say
If you could pull up Adam's last 3 deadlift PRs, he's wearing the full blue head to toe.
I feel like this is a rigged question. You know, it adds enough to pull whatever's on the bar.
Just enough.
How's that work?
what was on the bar the last time you pulled it?
650.
Okay.
Yeah, 650.
Yeah, he always has the all blue outfit from head to toe. Like how long did it take you to coordinate that outfit from head to toe?
No, I kept showing up to fucking Power Ranger meetings, and they kept
Uh-huh.
giving me shit about my, outfit not matching.
Face.
But I was like, you guys are fucking full of shit. It doesn't matter. So the one day I show up and my outfit coordinates, I hit the biggest PR of my life. And I was like, you guys are fucking right. And, that's just how it goes. I thought about maybe getting a red outfit to see if it makes a difference.
You have weaved a web of bullshit so profound that I can't even find my way out of it. This is fucking outstanding.
This is outstanding. Out fucking standing.
Jesus.
Any other questions, Cory?
Yes, I do. I was gonna say for this one is for Mr. Matt Little. When it came to the design of the the record breaker log or little bastard, whatever you end up going with it.
I don't know where we're at yet.
I like the little.
Have you came up with a color scheme for it? Are you going to do an all black scheme, or are you going to mix up and have like something different? Or
That's in the works right now.
No.
I guess I guess the easiest thing would do the easiest thing to do would be go all black. We've had a couple requests.
It'd be sweet to find somebody that's good at airbrushing to do some custom work on it.
Yeah, I do know where the log rolls up, the middle section
Pink.
of the
Fuck
log.
you, Nick. It ain't gonna be pink. like your fucking boy shorts. Fuck you.
Listen,
I don't think so.
I do know this. I can tell you this confidently. The middle of the log where it rolls up on your chest, we are going to have something grippy. Grip tape.
We're gonna have a squid on there.
We're gonna have a squid.
KY Jelly sponsored.
Oh
Use
my
my code. Use my code in the description.
Definitely sponsored by Nick O'Hare.
I was quite curious about. Okay, that's going on to my second question.
Yeah, blankets. Are you going to bed?
I'm going to bed.
All right.
If you
Come
want
here.
me to be
Cory,
some sort of shit,
Tori, can you say goodnight to everybody?
Cory's going to
I'm
bed.
going to bed. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Some strongest woman. Let us stay at her house up here.
Exactly. Up in
With
the woods.
with no pizza.
No pizza.
You'll survive.
We literally told her
These are
write down everything
fresh
we ate.
Like
Fresh
fresh.
We'll just
Are the
replace it
pillows
because-
fresh?
I'll wash them for you.
There's no point
Are the
trying to
pillows
keep
fresh?
track and tell me.
Blanket.
I'm very picky.
Okay.
Are you shit?
This is gonna go on Yelp.
Is he shitting me?
He's
I
very cuddly.
get sweaty.
How cold did you make it?
I made it 67.
Oh, fuck,
66.
That's cold. How
When
about
I'm
like?
older,
How about
66.
like? How about like
When does that get
60?
cold?
60.
Turn the AC on.
No, you're not putting it at 60.
What?
We're not
What the
showered.
hell?
Seriously.
No.
You're not paying the gas bill. Don't worry about it.
Sorry, sweaty belly. Got it.
If I fucking sweat when I sleep, I'm gonna be pissed.
I thought you were
You
pants.
almost survived.
I'm gonna be pissed.
I will survive.
Every time I sweat, I piss. I can't help it. It's bad.
I've been sweating a lot lately.
Okay. Good night, Tori.
Okay, good night.
Good night, Tori.
Keep it real. Look at us.
look at us.
We're just a couple of shit bills.
Dump fires would be an accurate depiction.
Oh my.
Tony,
All right,
did you have
Cory.
any questions?
No, keep going for your questions.
You gotta, here's my question for what's that? I didn't hear you. I don't speak bitch. What was that?
Whoa! You're canceled.
Canceled. Hashtag cancel.
Canceled.
Cancel Cory culture. KKK.
Oh, you can't say that. KKK. Oh,
You know, cancel Cory culture.
this taker's
KKK all the way.
Oh God! Don't
Yeah.
demonetized.
You and your white privilege, motherfucker.
Fuck. Well, there goes all that. You're gonna make $20,000 off this video, Tony. She gone now.
I want to surrender my white privilege. Somebody else can have
You don't
my
have white privilege. You're
Somebody
brown.
else can have my COVID vaccine. I don't want it.
You're not even white privilege. You're
Don't bring the hate here.
I'm not.
Canceled.
I'm just.
You can't say that.
President is canceled.
He's whatever he identifies as. You
Oh,
can't
yeah.
discriminate.
I identify as someone that follows.
I
the law.
identify as somebody that should be paid millions of dollars just because. Like,
All right, Adam. I know you got a sense of humor. Do you got any?
fucking over
What's he
there.
doing?
Oh,
It scared
I
the
thought
shit
your-
out of me.
I thought your house was haunted. Oh, yeah, I'm about to sleep in your truck. Holy
Wow.
shit.
So what do you got? What do you got left for the Q&A, bro?
I was gonna say. So, Adam, I know you're pretty creative. Do you have any questions that you want to ask?
Do I?
It can be about anything. It doesn't have to be about anything. It could just it's Q&A.
You know,
The only rule is I have to give you an answer.
is there anything that people are expecting from the comp that we might not be prepared for?
No, and me personally, I think the way that the competition ran last year, if it runs as smoothly as that, you guys are doing something awesome. That competition last year ran so smoothly. If for your first setup as a competition, hosting it and using all your own equipment and the way it ran was phenomenal. So I've been to competitions where they start first thing in the morning and you're missing dinner because it's taken so damn long that. And I told you guys this the day of the competition. It flew by, and even go ahead.
I think last year we started at 10 o'clock, and by 2:30, I think we had all the awards given out. Now, granted, we only had about 30 competitors, which for our first year, I feel like was a good number. It wasn't too much.
Excuse me.
The events, we made it through all right. This year we know the max effort log's going to take a minute. We want everybody to have an opportunity to warm up correctly, to press as absolutely big a numbers as they can. But beyond that, it's going to be a pretty fast-moving comp.
What the fuck are you laughing at, Cory?
The fucking comp section right here.
So Nick wants to make sure you have enough Oreos there.
We are going to have plenty of.
We're having fucking cheeseburgers, prick. Didn't you fucking hear us?
I really want to take a dive at this Oreo eating competition now. I asked Nick, is it you open the sleeve?
We're
eat the
having
whole thing?
cheeseburgers. Can't do what the other guy did. Nobody gives.
Well, I know. Cheeseburgers. You've seen how I can manhandle a McDouble. You think a fucking cheeseburger is going to make a difference for me?
You want Oreos or you want cheeseburgers? I don't understand.
Both. I'll do both.
It's not going to happen.
You want Oreos on a fucking cheeseburger? Will that
I'll
fucking
eat
make
it.
you happy?
Put it in my hole.
Oh my god.
Household. That's not
That's not the first time I heard you say that.
that won't be the last either.
You guys want to know logistically, the only thing we're having trouble with this comp is we're hoping not when.
Jesus Christ, Nick. We'll have fucking Oreos after the cheeseburgers, okay?
Look, I'm trying to figure out how we pick up an 845-pound yoke if somebody drops it at 25 feet and get it to the other end.
Sure.
And that's a legit question. We've talked about welding some brackets on our own yokes so we can move them with a pallet jack.
Right. Or
we've talked about a few different options, and we'll get it figured out. But that was one of the things, like the Husafel stone. We're not worried about that. We're not worried. I mean, obviously about a log or axles with the deadlift or even stones. But that yoke, we're like, man, you get to a 545, 645, 745.
Honestly, I think, okay, so the pallet jack.
You got a pallet jack, right?
So yeah, I mean, here was, and this is what Nick just put, and I've seen this before also, is you have forks.
Fuck you.
No, actually, the skid steer is a pretty good idea because you just pick it up and yeah.
Or you just finish the 60-foot run with it.
I just don't like it how he's so fucking right all the fucking time. Okay, like.
Well, I don't know what to do about that.
There's nothing you can do about it. You just live with it, and this is how I'm coping with it right now.
And that was what I was gonna suggest also, because I've seen it at competitions before. I'm sure you guys have something with a fork truck or something that you can put forks on.
Oh yeah. Well, we have a pallet jack, and I think if you literally just put tines coming out the right and left side, where you can just lift it up a little bit, would be pretty easy.
Yeah. Just put a removable cross member down at the bottom, and you can put the pallet jack underneath it, lift it up by the cross member, take it back, set it down, and then pull the pins, take that cross member off. If you're really desperate, because you already got the holes on the yoke too.
Cory, you just move everyone back and forth. That's all.
We need some big volunteers.
Well, I just gotta. So I won't have to worry. I'll complete that. It's no problem. So I don't have to worry
you
about.
guys are turning up though, right?
Yeah, you guys are competing against each other.
Yeah, you guys are competing, right?
Yeah. Well, I was like I said, I'm signing up. Tony's
He just said yeah. So
You tell me.
Hold on. We got a question for you guys. Which one of you guys can run an 845-pound yoke faster for 50 feet?
I'm not gonna raise my hand. I have an idea. I think it's gonna be a tie. I will be happy to complete the 845-pound yoke without having any stumbles or fumbles or anything. So I think it's not even going to be about time. It's going to be about who can get it without the least amount of drops. You know what I'm saying? Like
going for cleanliness.
Yeah, that's what I want to have a nice clean run. Like I'm shooting for 60 foot. I don't know, like under 12 seconds.
That's fair.
Did
you say under 12 seconds?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Because the pick alone's going to take, a good second or two to get that stable before you can even move. Because if you go to pick that up and take off, that fucker's just going to run right out from underneath you. Because when I was doing the yoke squat for our competition, I had 1,000 on there. And I lifted that. Just lifting that, it takes you a second to even get steady before you could even take a step. So it's not like a 500-pound yoke where I could do a fucking full sprint.
Right, that makes sense. So at that point, it's going to come down to readiness and
no mistakes. I think it's going to come down to no mistakes.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, and the yoke was the one event this year that we made heavy. Yeah, it's not national weight, and it shouldn't be, not in my opinion, but it was the one event where we're like, you know what? We're going to let this go a little bit. And, even our 200-pound guys got a 645-pound yoke. That's a big yoke.
Yeah.
At that weight, that's a big yoke.
Right. I think
our 231 guys got a 745-pound yoke, and the big guy got an 845.
Right.
We knew going in that, and we hoped, and we don't mean this in a negative way, we hope people drop it.
Mm-hmm.
At 176 pounds, if a guy is running a 545 yoke, that's a big yoke.
Yeah.
That's heavy. So
let's
see what happens.
The idea I think that comes into play with this comp is, some people are gonna look at the weights and go, yeah, that's doable, but strategically, you gotta play those events in order too, because you gotta think, the Husafell might be light enough for you to run around 4 or 5 times, but are you gonna gas yourself on the first event? Yeah. Are you gonna hang yourself?
Well, that's what I said. We made it light enough to be dangerous.
That's where it comes into effect. It's
Yeah.
not about being brute strength, because anybody could be brute strong on 2-3 events, but can you kick ass all day long?
We're going to find out.
I don't know about it.
And that's where I think we looked at the events, how they were put together. We looked at, we knew when people looked up that Husafell stone, we knew people were going to go, yeah, I can do that, because
right.
Actually, let me look on my phone here. So our heavyweight men's Husafell stone is 315 pounds.
Right.
Well, shit, a year ago, I carried a 300-pound Husafell myself at 200 pounds. It can be done, and I carried it, 50, 60 feet, whatever it was. But like I said, we looked at that weight and we said, yeah, Let them big guys run a 315-pound hoose. They're going to run it 4 or 5 times, and then they got to get under a yoke. Now what happens?
Yeah.
You know, and now we go, we pick this big ass yoke up and stress our quads out, and then we go to, you know, push jerk a log. Now what happens? You know what I mean? And then from there we go to a deadlift and we trash our hamstrings, and then we go to stones. You know, like this was all strategic. Like we sit around and write shit on a dry erase board and figure out quite literally how to fuck people over. It does. I know,
I've been part of it.
It does. You're right. It does not have to be. Yes, you have. It does not have to be heavy. No. Yes, the yoke is heavy. But what we like about some people don't like a max effort event. What Adam and I like about a max effort event is you can score points.
You can't, and you can't sandbag it. Like, you know, like you can't go into it and just do enough to get first place. You have to give it everything you got to compete with. You know, no one's gonna walk in there and be pulling or, you know, like doing the log. No one's just gonna do a 350 log for a warm up.
It's gonna be an exciting event. It's gonna be so cool to watch people, you know, just try their damnedest to get it done.
You know, like this year, we got our ladies pressing on a 12-inch log. You know, I don't know if we're making a mistake in that, but we know a few women that press pretty efficiently on a 12-inch log, and that's why we're not real worried about it.
Nope, I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be a good show from start to finish. The athletes are going to have fun, and they're going to be tired at the end of the day. Which is exactly what you want. So,
you know, we got some heavy spots, but we got some lighter spots. You know, I think it's a pretty well balanced comp. That's one thing we always try to go for. Obviously, it'll be well ran. We'll get through it fast. We are a little concerned, I'm not going to lie, about the max effort log because we want everybody to have a great, ideal opportunity to press as much as they can. We do not want to rush any of our athletes. But, you know, the Husafel stone's a minute long. You know, that's a lot of time to get laps. But then, you know, you start to balance that out with the yoke. We're going to see 8, 9, 10-second yokes at 50 feet. You know, it's heavy, but they're going to go fast. You know, and, you know, we get into our log. It's going to be a little longer event. You know, and then the deadlift ladder, it's a minute. You know, your stones, you get a minute. We'll see what happens with that. You know, I mean, I don't know. The stones could surprise me. I think we're going to have a lot of guys come in, big guys. We're going to see that 360 stone move pretty easy. You know, we got a lot of able-bodied people coming in. So, I don't know.
Hopefully it's a good comp. Everybody has fun, and we get to see some PRs.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I think that, you know, especially after last year, if anything, like when you asked earlier if there's anything with the comp that, you know, we should look at, I would say even to slow it down a little bit because last year we finished up the first 3 events in like an hour, or not even that. So with that max effort log, if that max effort log took an hour for the event, it's still, you know, because everything else is flying so fast, I don't think that would matter at all for time-wise. You'd still be under a 3-hour, 4-hour comp.
Only if I wear the blue outfit.
I think you should.
I'm not walking around in fucking Ray-Ban shorts all day.
Well, think of this. You could auction them off later.
I know somebody that will buy them. Oh, God. Anyway, yeah, I think like last year, you know, we had to slow it down a little bit. But, you know, you're going to – if everything works out the way we hope, we're going to have 75 competitors this year. So
it's going to run slower no matter what.
Because of the competitors.
The importance of it is running smooth.
Yeah.
And trust me, I've been to bigger comps where it was a lot more going on, and it ran slower, and the athletes were not too happy.
Yeah, there's a fine line, too, of slow where it's just like, it takes an hour for each event.
The difference between running smooth and efficient, then
I don't mind that. The problem, like with the competitions that we notice, is like the downtime in between events. Like there was times where it was over an hour waiting for them just to get ready for you before you could even warm up.
Well, if anybody could tell by the way we ran stuff last year, it's going to run. There's not going to be an hour wait time between anything. So.
No.
Mm-hmm. We had it to where you could warm up with the next event almost 10 minutes after the last one wrapped up last year.
Right.
And you guys got to think last year how much messing around we did. Not that it wasn't impressive to watch
learning
everybody deadlift, but last year we spent a good probably half hour on that exhibition lift, which is okay.
Right.
And you spent the time afterwards weighing it out just to see what it actually was. Not only that, but you had me, Nick, and the other guys step in to test it out, but. Yeah, I mean, you guys tried to slow it down.
Yeah. Right. And honestly, what I was wondering is, do you think athletes would appreciate or prefer like a warm-up area? Do you think that is a good idea to have around in the comp?
I do, especially for people that work on mobility. Like, not a lot of athletes work on mobility, so having a place where you can roll out or do your ball is nice.
But I mean, a couple things for you to just, get warmed up. What do you guys think about that?
I'm all for it. I want that. That'd be great, especially for.
How many competitions have you been to before where, you literally go up to do the event and you didn't get a chance to touch anything, or if you did, it was like the weight just below what you're actually doing. Right. I couldn't tell you how many times, especially at Michigan's. How many times I've gone to do the actual event and I didn't get a chance to touch anything because everybody's jumping in front of you in line, or the weight's way too low, or so on and so forth. I mean, there's been so many times where I've gone to do the actual event and I was not warmed up whatsoever. Other than stretching,
right?
There's it is, and
well, on top of that, like he was saying, like at Motor City, when there's 500 million people crammed into a gym, and you're trying to foam roll over some kids like pack-a-play and hitting your bag while someone's stepping on your leg because you're stretching, like that's annoying too. Or like Great Lakes when it was in that little gym, there was so many people.
In the long run, I feel like that's a disadvantage for some people because I watch people that warmed up for a half an hour or 45 minutes and perform great. I watch people warm up for 5-10 minutes and perform great. It's all about in how you perform and what you do.
I watched Nico pull 900 pounds without being warmed up.
Right. Yeah. It's weird. It just depends on the person, but I think probably it'd be nice for everybody to be able to get to warm up, at least just a fair advantage. I mean,
that's perfect. I'm all for it. If you have room to do it, then 100%.
I think it'd be a good idea.
Instead of the athletes have an athletes warm up area.
Yeah, and not too many. I mean, as the comps I've ever been to, there's never been anything like that I've ever seen.
Nope.
But I think it's a great idea. So.
I was gonna say, if you need any extra like bars or whatever, you can use mine. I can bring mine with me to use for warm-up bars or whatever too.
Yep.
Like I got a lot of extra equipment that of that where I can bring it to help and.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I think we're gonna set that up. That way, athletes have a place to warm up at least. Something. At least something. I mean, come on.
Mm-hmm.
That's only fair.
You should make like an indoor turf arena too.
Yeah, you buy the turf, Cory.
I'll borrow. I know a place that has some.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I just gotta wait till nighttime to get in there. What was the address of that gym in Sandusky?
Oh, they treated us pretty good. We gotta be somewhere.
Well, yeah, I would leave a strip.
You might want to leave more than a $5 drop-in fee.
No, that's what.
That's it. $5. Get all the turf you want. Come on.
It said make yourself at home. All right.
Yeah, I'll make myself at home all right.
Man.
Thumb throwdown for president.
Oh,
Yes, Queen. You need to make the throwdown and the thumb the new Michigan strongest man, basically.
No, I never said that.
No one said it, but it's going to be the number one comp in Michigan.
You said that.
I said that.
No, because here's the difference.
No.
Michigan's strongest man is a world's qualifier. We're a national qualifier.
Yep.
Right now, you don't know where you're going to be in 2-3 years.
I know where I am now.
Nonetheless, it's a totally different bracket.
Yep.
You're going to be a fucking world's qualifier by 2025.
Well,
You're gonna be flying in Matus and all them to lift 2025.
Well,
It's gonna be recalled. It's gonna be called the Matt instead of the Arnold.
I don't know if anybody gives a shit about a comp in a pole barn, especially at that level. But hopefully,
well, whatever. Who knows? Whatever the future holds, but
and
I can tell you this: Aaron West puts on a good fucking show.
Yeah, he does. He puts on a heavy show.
So yeah, it is a heavy show for a heavy reason. So
Yeah, well, even look at Cass Cities last year, or 2 years ago, or however many years ago that was now.
it was fun
I
though.
forget. Yeah, that 185 pound dumbbell was an interesting dumbbell to touch.
Not to bring it up, but wasn't there a guy that weighed in under 200 pounds that almost pressed it that day?
Mm-hmm.
What was
didn't
his
he
name?
win the heavy?
I can't remember his name.
What was his name?
Didn't he win the?
What a prick!
He was a guy about yay tall, bald, short shorts.
He must have had some short ass shorts on.
It was definitely shorts.
Did he win the heavyweights?
I believe so.
Yeah,
He won it.
yeah. Every time he won that one.
After the lightweight, so I guess Harbor Beach took some trophies home that day.
Oh,
Son of a bitch.
that's only one since then. So
Hopefully we see another. I don't know how much competition floors I'm going to see this year. Not for a while now after this one, but Cass City's always one I'll do. I mean, man, that's been a blast every year. What a good time. I mean, Aaron hosts, he's always on the mic and running a good comp there. John LeGros puts it on, I guess you could say. And that's a good time. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's always a fun one.
Aaron always seems to throw something in there that is ridiculously heavy, in my opinion. And
Well, it's just funny because it's a
perfect. It's
185 pound dumbbell, and at Worlds they were doing 210 or 220. So it's like
Right.
that's pretty close.
Yep.
Yeah, I think at the Shaw of the Classic they did a 220.
Yep. We had 185 right in the parking lot, shitty ass parking lot in Cass City.
yeah, but have you seen the road? Like the record, it's like three something
320.
for reps.
Oh, Matus.
Matus has it for 320 is the heaviest. That's the biggest dump. Or no, 330 I think, because he did the one for 2, and then he kept going heavier. Then he finally bombed out. I think they didn't have one bigger than the 330,
Right.
if I remember correctly. But you have to look it up because it was 315 set by Dimitar, and then it got beaten by Matus.
For a while there, it was the monster dumbbell from Rolled, whatever, 300 pounds for reps.
Well, now they use like that Thomas inch dumbbell thing. It's like a
Right. Yeah.
Gold, almost gold, bronze.
what is it, Tony?
I'm looking it up because I was watching the Stoltman's video today, and they said Novikov had the world record, but I don't.
He has it for reps.
For reps, he's got.
Yeah.
Okay.
He did like
that-
20 something reps with single armed in a minute with like 200 something pounds. I don't remember how much. It was insane.
2019, Matus did a 315.
That guy-
I think he did heavier.
He did heavier
Heavier.
last year.
20. Yeah. What is the circus? What is the world?
I believe it was either 320 or 330.
Why would it tell me that? I don't care about incline dumbbell press.
Larry Wheels.
Yeah,
Mr. Torn Bicep. Yep.
He carries bicep.
When he
I
did
was
strong,
doing stones.
Oh yeah.
when he pulled stones, because he's the strongest powerlifter in the world. So
Right.
he took the stone. But Ronnie Coleman was the strongest fucking powerlifter in the world. I don't give a shit. Sorry.
Yeah, buddy.
No, Stan Efferdine, wasn't he the world pro body?
330 pounds. Yep.
330, yeah.
Yep. So 231 is Andrew Clayton.
330
He's got that at 270.
Who? Dan Efferdine?
No, that's what Kishikowski or whatever the hell his name is pressed. The twos.
Oh,
330.
Yeah, 330. Yeah.
Just think about that. We're sitting here talking about doing a road record breaker with a 350 log, and then all of a sudden he's doing a 330 dumbbell.
One hand.
Yeah,
So,
but son of a
isn't that
bitch, I'll
funny?
tell you, I can
Isn't
press.
that funny? Let's see somebody press a fucking 660-pound log.
Yeah, Matus, what are you doing, you pussy?
Nobody does. Well, if that would be the fucking world record.
I was just gonna say that.
You know, like
I don't press a, I know what I can press on a dumbbell, and if I double that, I cannot press it on a log,
well,
regardless of confidence.
that just proves how finicky an overhead press is
Mm-hmm.
versus anything else.
Well,
You
that's
know-
the funny thing. Like your circus dumbbell, you have a strong arm and a weak arm, and there's a way noticeable difference in those two arms, no matter what. That's the crazy thing you never think about. Like you can do a strict press with this arm, no problem. Then you throw one like 50 pounds later on this one, and you're like struggling.
Well, that's all about dominant side, too.
It's about mixing up your hands so that way you don't get used to the same one.
Right. Well, you always got to mix up the hands.
When you're lifting, Tony, what are you talking about? Why you gotta go to the gutter?
I know you better than that.
You gotta work on your grip on the handle, maybe even using an axle so you can get a fatter grip. And then you just gotta work those arms, whether you're doing a dumbbell curl or like a tug toner or whatever you're using.
Tuggy.
To be fucking serious right now.
What the actual shit?
I don't know.
Well, when you
about-
got the shake weights,
but
like,
it's about time for sleepy time here.
yeah, it's late.
It's getting late. I do agree to that. Well, I
Yeah.
appreciate you guys coming on tonight and talking about the Throwdown.
Yeah,
you
for
get
sure.
me more excited about it.
I seriously hope people show up and just expect to have a good time because that's what it's going to be. We're going to try to have some stuff there for kids to do so that, they're not bored, and like, we don't want people to be bored and we want people to have some family stuff to do. We're going to have food here. We want it to just be a good environment like it was last year. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun time.
Let me know if you can't find somebody that's got inflatables. I know a guy out here that's got stuff.
All right.
Yeah,
We'll keep that in mind.
absolutely. Yep, that's something we definitely want to do. I mean, my kids are criminals. I don't know if I want them in there, but
Definitely, if people are open to setting up booths for vendors and stuff, just let us know beforehand so we can get it all set up.
Sure. Yeah. If I don't set something up, I will definitely have somebody there to set something up.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah.
absolutely.
We just want to have space for everybody to do their thing. So everybody's welcome to do that. So
absolutely.
Perfect.
All right, guys. Appreciate you all being on tonight.
All right,
it was awesome being on. You guys
Thank
have
you.
a good night.
Yeah, we'll absolutely do something as it gets closer as well.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Good night, guys.
Later, guys.
See ya. I get them.
Anything else from you, bud?
No, I think that's it. I think that's all we got.
All right. I'm going to do one last thing, and we'll call it a show real quick. I'm just going to do a new segment. I don't have it. I don't know what I'm reaching for. is learn about a Redcon One product. So I'm gonna start throwing this in at the end of each podcast in case anybody is interested in seeing Nick learning anything new about a Redcon One product. Tonight I chose a pretty simple one that many different companies have this out there as a product, and I figured I'd throw it in tonight because it is a freebie if you spend money this weekend. So I figured I'd talk about it real quick, and we'll get on there for everybody's night. So again, this weekend's deal is 40% off. Your code is going to be GET40. Free shaker and shirt if you spend over 50. Free L-carnitine and double tap if you spend over 85, and free shipping if you spend over 95. Link down in the description. So I figured I would talk about L-carnitine real quick. So we have this in 3 different flavors, and I have tried every single one of them, and they're all good. Except for
Green apple looks good.
Yeah, so green apple, I'll have one coming in tomorrow. Orange Crush is good, and Rainbow Candy looks like it's out of stock right now. So L-carnitine, what it is basically it's one of the essential amino acids that your body produces, and if you increase what you're intaking on that, it becomes a fat burner basically for your body. It increases your metabolism. So how I use it, and it says use 30 minutes before a workout. How I use it is I take it every morning when I wake up, 30 minutes prior before eating. So it kind of gives me, it's weird, it gives me like a little extra boost of energy before I even take in any caffeine. So, and it doesn't, if you worried about the taste of it, Cory, you ever use L-carnitine?
No.
So it doesn't taste like any type of supplement whatsoever. I mean, if you take what is another kind of liquid product, I can't think of something. But anyways, it's very like the one I'm using right now because I ran out of our Redcon ones, and we didn't have any in stock. I'm using an Isotory one right now. It is very tart, and you have to make sure you shake it up really good before you take because a serving is a tablespoon, and it's very tart, and it doesn't taste like it is a supplement. Basically, it doesn't taste like crap. So yeah, I figured I'd just talk about it real quick. If you have any more questions on that, please reach out to me, since it is a free product right now. So
Yeah.
cool, man. I think we're pretty deep into this now. So
Yeah, 2 hours. That was a good podcast.
it was a lot shorter than the last one that we did with Matt.
The last one was like 3 hours, wasn't it?
It was over 4.
Really?
Yeah, it was over 4 hours. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that one was I was pretty inebriated for that one. It was about as much as they were tonight, I think. But it was a good time regardless. So
Yeah, it's definitely fun. It's fun to have creative, especially when you can go back and forth and just talk shit to each other because we're all friends. So It's always fun to have that too.
Yeah, for sure. It was nice to have Adam on here for the first time too.
Mm-hmm.
So he definitely wasn't shy.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I think another Nick being our next guest with us is going to be a good Nick's full of information. So I know that's going to be a long podcast, just talking when he starts going in depth about this training and stuff. I know he's definitely going to be a longer podcast.
Yeah, so I'll reach out to you and Nick in the next couple days here, and we'll set something up if you guys are available this upcoming Thursday or Friday. I'm off both of those nights, so as of right now.
Okay.
So if either one of those days would work for you guys, let me know. If not, I will definitely message both of you, set up a time to make sure we're all set for that. So
Yeah, sounds good.
And Nick's been hanging around the whole night tonight, so he must be a late at night guy just like us. So all right, guys, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one.
All right, we'll see you.
Peace.